Yo, what's up everybody? It's Coochie with another video, and today we have a bunch of things to talk about. First off, let's start off with Rocksteady Studios hit with layoffs following Suicide Squad underperformance by Logan Moore, September 2nd, 2024. Okay, so it says Rocksteady has become the latest AAA developer to be hit with layoffs over the course of past 2 years, including Bungie, Electronic Arts, Activision, Riot Games, and Epic Games. Meanwhile, other studios like Arcane Austin, Ready at Dawn, and Volition have shut down entirely, and Rocksteady is the latest studio to join them. As reported by Eurogamer, various members of Rocksteady relayed to the publication this morning that layoffs were beginning to hit the studio. It has gone from roughly 33 members in total to now 15, and the reason behind these layoffs is due to the underperformance of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Rocksteady's first major title since 2015's Batman Arkham Knight. I have not played that one. I played Arkham Asylum and I was currently playing Arkham City. Suicide Squad failed to meet the expectations of both critics and fans, and is currently one of the worst reviewed games of 2024. Damn. It was also deemed a commercial failure by those in charge at WB Games. Well, what do you expect? Y'all made a shitty game. Of course it's gonna be a commercial failure. Despite releasing at a $70 value. Damn! They was taxing y'all like that? The game has since seen its price slash drastically and was even given away for free earlier this summer in the attempt to garner a large audience. You know what they say, no money, no fun. And it's still unclear what Rocksteady will be doing next. Support for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is currently continuing and is expected at least through 2024. A lot of the fans have wanted to see the studio return to its work on Batman Arkham series, which is what made the studio a household name in the first place. The Arkham franchise though will be continuing with The Arkham franchise will be continuing with Batman. Hey yo, you effing up my video. Stop messing up. The Arkham franchise will be continuing with Batman Arkham Shadow, which is set to launch for Meta Quest 3 in October. So for the Batman Arkham fans, there's still an upcoming game. Don't get your panties tied in a bunch. But you might have to get your panties tied in a bunch because it's only for Meta Quest 3, it seems like. Sorry to break the news to you, but somebody had to. Okay, moving on to Bungie. According to my dog, Edwin Evans Thurwell, over at rockpapershotgun.com. I don't know him, but that's the dog. Bungie reportedly fired Marathon Reboot director Chris Barrett for unwanted and inappropriate messages to female staff. Dog, what is you doing? Motherfuckers getting good positions and fuck it all up. Back in March, Bungie announced a new leadership shuffle on their Marathon Reboot project, with former Valorant dev Joe Ziegler replacing veteran Bungie designer Christopher Barrett as a director. Yes, took his spot, said get up, go pack them fries up. All fries no vibe. Trust me, I know about the fries no vibe. I work at fast food right now, and I used to work at McDonald's when I was like 19. It sucks, but that's where he's going. Not going to when I'm working at, that's for sure. But anyways, according to a new Bloomberg report citing anonymous sources, Barrett was in fact fired this spring after he was accused by several female Bungie staff of inappropriate behavior. What does inappropriate behavior even mean? According to two of Bloomberg's sources, it means comments under the appearance of lower level employees requesting to hang out together, suggestions that he could use his wealth and power to advance their careers, and invitations to play truth or dare. This man was trying to see some titties. That's what he was trying to do. I know it's not funny, but this man he out here trying to play truth or dare like he a high school teenager. Hey Lisa, you wanna play truth or dare? I promise I'm not trying to see your titties, head ass. Anyways, according to Bloomberg sources, Barrett would befriend women in various Bungie departments and bombard them with text messages, which the site says blurred the lines between professional and personal. Several people interviewed described Barrett's advances as unwanted and said that he felt uncomfortable with his ass. Bloomberg has reviewed some of the text messages in question, but aren't sharing details to avoid exposing the recipient. Just like blur the name out. Like what the hell? Whatever. Bloomberg claims that Barrett was eventually let go following an internal investigation in which at least 8 women raised complaints about him. Bruh, 8 women. That last bit is according to 8 sources, including both some of the women who reported Barrett and others who were involved with the investigation or spoke to the women who raised complaints. So that's saying that not all 8 sources were the same women. So only some of them were. The others previous ones were involved with the investigation or spoke to the women who raised the complaint. His departure was kept quiet. In a statement to Bloomberg, Barrett said "nuh-uh" and apologized for his behavior. "I feel that I have always conducted myself with integrity and been respectful and supportive of my colleagues, many of whom I consider my closest friends," he wrote. "I never understood my communications to be unwanted, and I would have never thought they could possibly have made anyone feel uncomfortable. If anyone ever felt that way about their interaction with me, I am truly sorry." No, buddy, you're sorry you got busted. Bungie's parent, Sony Interactive Entertainment, yes, the one and only Sony, have told Bloomberg that they take all complaints of misconduct very seriously, and that it is their policy to practice to investigate every complaint promptly and take action based on the findings of our investigation, without commenting on Barrett's case in particular. So they were beating around the bush. It's not clear how far back Barrett's alleged misbehavior goes, but this isn't the first time they've heard about predatory behavior at Bungie. Back in 2021, IGN published an extensive report on life at the Destiny studio, citing 26 current and former staff. Those interviews shared experience of overt sexism, boys club culture, crunch, and HR protection of abusers, as well as more complex stories of microaggressions, system inequalities, and difficulties in being heard. So you're telling me that they're over there at Bungie acting like a bunch of high schoolers and college kids? Oh my goodness. Alright, moving on to the next topic. Xdefiant is reportedly in danger of losing support at Ubisoft. Yes, an article by Logan Moore. I don't know Logan, but that's the homie. Thank you, Logan, for this article. I appreciate it. Publisher Ubisoft is reportedly unhappy with the state of its multiplayer shooter Xdefiant and could look to shut the project down if it doesn't garner larger player numbers. After having gone through multiple beta phases throughout 2023, Ubisoft finally released Xdefiant at the end of May 2024. Out of the gate, Xdefiant did pretty well as the latest free-to-play shooter on the market, but has since seen its player counts plummet quickly. As of a result, Ubisoft is now beginning to take inventory and is considering what will be next done with the game. According to Insider Gaming, Ubisoft is giving Xdefiant until the conclusion of Season 3 to begin bringing in more players and more money before it opts to make big changes to how it is supported. Season 3 of Xdefiant hasn't fully been outlined just yet, but it's expected to begin in November and will stretch into the early portion of 2025. Ubisoft has already announced that Season 4 of Xdefiant is being planned, but now sounds as though these plans could change. Those working on the game at Ubisoft San Francisco are said to be fearing layoffs in addition to dealing with frustration that is aimed at the studio's management. Ubisoft's San Francisco studio already suffered layoffs a little more than a month ago, with some of the redundant directly impacting the Xdefiant team. By most accounts, it has already been a pretty difficult year for Ubisoft so far. While there have been games like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown that reviewed relatively well, Ubisoft has yet to find a massive hit on its hands. Titles like Skull and Bones, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, and now Xdefiant have all been thought to have underperformed within the past 12 months. More recently, Star Wars Outlaws was met with a rather middling critical response, but whether or not this has impacted its sales is yet known. It sounds like whoever ideas to make these games, they need to be gone. I'm sorry to say that. You know, I don't like people losing their jobs and stuff, but y'all gonna have to switch whoever is in charge, because whoever ideas these are, they suck. We all know Skull and Bones had so much problems over the years. That game should have came out a long time ago. In November, Ubisoft will release Assassin's Creed Shadows, which will far and away be its biggest game of 2024. If Shadows happens to also underperform for one reason or another, though it could spell even larger concerns for Ubisoft and its future portfolio. Assassin's Creed Shadows, it looks fun, but there's a lot of people upset for different reasons, so that game might do bad. Honestly, I hope it does good because I've always liked Assassin's Creed, but there's no telling.